All right. Hello, hello, hello. What is new, card crew? Thank you so much for joining me here on another Monday night, another episode of CGC Cards Card Connection. It's episode number 18. And I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. Some very fun trade shows this past weekend that CGC Cards was at. I love following along on social media at Card Party especially. Saw a lot of reels posted from the social media team, the on-site grading room. We saw some content from there. We saw a lot of people posting, a lot of influencers dropping by and showing off some cool grade reveals. But I am glad to be back with you all here. A very exciting week coming up, and a very exciting week of news to talk about from last week as well. But thank you so much, everyone, for joining. As usual, make sure you use the special commands in chat to get the links to all the appropriate articles that I'll be talking about, as well as some fun reminders, and of course, any social links that you all may be looking for. Go ahead and use the bot for that. I already summoned ! Special to see the special commands for tonight. We have featured artist signature series heroes. Actually, we don't have heroes anymore, excuse me. That one should have been removed, but too many games, Magicon, and Dokumi. Alrighty, so starting off as per usual, CGC cards around the world. Now we just saw Card Party and Heroes Con this past weekend, where Heroes Con had on-site comic book grading, but Card Party 2 in Orlando, Florida did have on-site card grading. So that was a cool to see. I know that capacity filled up actually on economy submissions pretty quickly. I think even maybe by the end of Friday. So exciting to see. Lots of people enjoying cards, enjoying protecting their collectibles by dropping off with us at Card Party in Orlando. But coming up at the end of the month, June 28th through the 30th at the Greater Expo Center in Oaks, Pennsylvania, right outside of Philadelphia, Too Many Games will be happening, and on-site CGC will be accepting cards, comics, home video, and video game drop-off submissions. So if you are attending the Too Many Games show, make sure you guys use the command Too Many Games in chat to get the official article, the breakdown on what CGC cards will be doing on sites, and also how you can drop off for grading, for take-home grading at the events. In Europe, we have Magicon Amsterdam the same weekend. Actually, all three of these shows the same weekend, June 28th through the 30th, 2024. But Magicon Amsterdam and Dokumi Germany happening over in Europe. So at the RAI Amsterdam Convention Center in Amsterdam, the Netherlands, Magicon is happening. That is a Magic the Gathering event where CGC cards will be on site to take off, drop off submissions for cards. So if you're swinging by Magicon Amsterdam, make sure to go ahead and swing by these CGC cards booth. And then at Dokumi, CGC cards themselves were not on site, but one of our affiliated people, or groups rather, Lemma Cards, will be accepting card drop-off submissions. And I've actually been hearing a lot about the Dokumi show. Very, very cool. Seems like not just cards, but a general pop culture expo. Some VTubers, actually, even that I personally follow, will be making appearances at that event. I thought that was pretty cool. Like, for example, Doki Bird will be there on Sunday. I hadn't heard of the show before, but it looks like it's going to be a pretty big one. So those of you watching from Europe, I'm kind of jealous of this event, but we do have a lot of cool stuff here in the United States as well, which we'll be getting into some of those events coming up in July. Now, I've been mentioning these on the horizon since I've returned a couple weeks ago with episode 16. But coming up in July, three pretty big shows back to back to back. Classics Games Fest happening at the Palmer Event Center in Austin, Texas from July 19th through the 21st, where CGC cards will be accepting comics, cards, video games, and home video drop-off submissions. And then for the big shows of the year, both the National Sports Collectors Convention and San Diego Comic-Con are happening the exact same weekend in July. So July 24th through the 28th for the National. That is in Cleveland, Ohio. It's at the 1 through 10 Center, the IX Center. For some reason, I thought it was I-9 Center, but if it's I-10, but then if it's X as in 10 for Roman numerals, then maybe perhaps 1. So I have not been able to figure out how to pronounce this place since they announced it, but it is right in a hangar outside of the airport It has been repurposed into a convention center, and that is where it is taking place. The National Sports Collectors Convention in Cleveland, Ohio, where there will be on-site card grading from CGC Cards, and we'll be accepting comics, cards, video games, and home video drop-off submissions. So you don't have to get your cards graded on site. We can take them back for you. If you don't want to pay for on-site grading, you want just the regular drop-off, you just don't want to pay shipping, and you're going to the National, easy peasy, just drop off your cards, and they'll get mailed back to you when they're done. But we are offering on-site card grading at the National. And then, yeah, July 25th through the 28th at the San Diego Convention Center in San Diego, California, we got San Diego Comic-Con. No on-site grading there, but CGC will be accepting comics, cards, video games, and home video collectible drop-off submissions. So yeah, big summer, big events. I can't believe that they're scheduled on the same weekends. I remember when I first noticed that months ago, I was like, oof. Collectors will be struggling. Because if you like comics and cards, which I know a lot of people do, I do myself. I love even comic book themed cardboard, which we'll be talking a bit about Upper Deck in our news and announcements coming up just shortly. Definitely a lot of news, a lot of events. Hard to choose which one to go to. If you were interested in that. Home video, yes. So VHS tapes. CGC home video division opened up last year. So if you have your favorite Pokemon VHS tapes, Disney VHS tapes, other movies. I remember holding actually a very cool Star Trek one when I was on site helping actually at the convention here in Atlanta back in January. Culture Collision had some pretty cool sample VHS tapes. Seems to be a growing collectible community. I remember when I was very, very young, my mom was like, VHS tapes are going to be super valuable one day, and then they really weren't, and now they are again. It's crazy how things kind of cycle around and around and around. But yes, home video drop-off submissions. That's all of these events. Yes, it's called home video, because I believe also, besides VHS tapes, I believe also maybe other stuff. I have to take a look at that. I am not well versed in home videology, however you may call that. But yeah, so cards, comics, video games, and home video is pretty much what you could drop off at every show that CGC is fully attending, just not some of the stuff where CGC Cards UK is going to be at, or some of our affiliate appearances. But US shows all for July, Classic Games Fest, the National, and San Diego Comic-Con, all four of those you can drop off. But yes. Going into some CGC news. Sorry, I got thrown off my game there. Good question. I wish I had a better answer for you about home video-ness. But quick reminder on the Joe Jusko Signature Series event, if you are sending in comics or cards for that, to get those items signed and encapsulated with the gold CGC Signature Series label, you must submit and have CGC Cards receive your items to be signed by Joe Jusko for this private signing by Tuesday, July 23rd. So if you'd like to learn more about this opportunity with Joe Jusko, what you can send in and where you would need to send it, and of course that date, that deadline, July 23rd, go ahead and use Command Signature Series to get the official article with all of that information that you may be looking for. And then a new command I see has already been used, Command Artist in chat. CGC Cards is now doing an artist showcase. So to celebrate artists' accomplishments and contributions to our favorite TCGs. And of course, because the launch of CGC Cards Signature Series for cards is coming soon, CGC Cards is dedicating a regular series to artists and their works on TCGs, collectible card games, and other pop culture collectibles. So first article features Pokemon clay artist Yuka Mori. If you'd like to see some of Yuka Mori's cards and learn a little bit more about her, go ahead and use Command Artist to check out that new article uploaded this past week by our very own Rayanne. And then we do have a new featured card of the month. Use Command Featured to learn more about the 2017 Topps Chrome Baseball rookie Aaron Judge, card number 169. So yes, very, very cool card. I've held a black parallel of that card number to 66 in my hands. It's very, very cool card there by Aaron Judge. Learn a little bit more about all the different variations graded by CGC Cards, and just a breakdown of why that card is so iconic. Even for being a modern card, just 2017, now 7 years ago. Learn a little bit more about Aaron Judge as a player as well. Very, very established award-winning player in just 7 years. It feels like Aaron Judge's rookie card came out like 2 years ago. But I feel like we've all been in a time vortex over the past few years. So I guess 2017 Chrome. Yeah, 7 years. Oh, I don't like this conversation. Moving on to other non-CGC news. The fun stuff I want to talk about that's not going to make me feel old. But Upper Deck has acquired the license to produce DC Comics trading cards. This is what I want to talk to. I feel like we haven't actually seen much discussion, or at least discussion that's come across my feed since this was announced on June 13th, but Upper Deck has announced that it has expanded its entertainment portfolio with Warner Brothers Discovery Global Consumer Products to create new trading cards, memorabilia, and tabletop games featuring fan-favorite DC superheroes and supervillains. This quote comes directly from their press release. The collaboration will integrate DC's rich storytelling and iconic characters like Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, and the Joker, with Upper Deck's vast collectibles expertise to unlock a brand new era to enjoy, for the fans to enjoy the DC universe. So, starting this winter, Upper Deck announced some of their titles that we see for Marvel products, like Marvel Annual, but also Skybox Metal Universe, Fleer Ultra, Unbound, and Masterpieces will be coming starting later this year. So we're going to be seeing DC Annual, Skybox Metal Universe Batman, Fleer Ultra Spider-Man, DC Unbound, which is a weekly artist card. Like Marvel Unbound has the artist Fred Ian. There's like a weekly release and on ePack, and you can get like different autographed numbered parallels depending on if you're lucky or not when you get one of those releases, and they sell out pretty quickly. You can get achievements, all kind of ePack deal, but that is what the Unbound is, Marvel Unbound. So DC Unbound and DC Masterpieces. We all know how crazy Marvel Masterpieces gets, especially in price nowadays, but DC Masterpieces, I'm very curious to see what that looks like. I'm honestly intrigued by all of these titles. I know that we've had intermittent DC card releases from places like Cryptozoic over the past few years. Last full DC set that I remember for comics is probably DC Bombshells Cryptozoic, I want to say like 2014 or 2015. And then we did have some movie releases and TV releases. So DC Crisis on Infinite Earths, that was a Cryptozoic product. And as well as DC Superheroes and Villains in 2019, it's Cryptozoic. But yeah, so Upper Deck is acquired the license. I do believe there is a commemorative Superman card already live on ePack for this. And Upper Deck also revealed some subject to change promo art of what some cards from a future DC Annual will look like. But I thought that was pretty exciting news. But it does seem to be comic book related. However, being Warner Brothers Discovery, we may also see some movie sets, some television sets, but the only thing that's been announced and confirmed so far: Annual, Skybox Metal, Fleer Ultra, Unbound, and Masterpieces. So I feel like that was a pretty big news last week that I didn't hear too much about, and I wanted to go ahead and share that with all of you. Very cool. I think it's neat. I've had a lot of people over the past couple years ask, like, Allie, do you know anything about new DC trading cards? My answer is always no, but now that can change. Now I can say we should be finding more news later this winter. It's already midway through June. I guess that's really not that far away. Moving into some sports news, hockey and basketball finals still going on. We talked about it last week, although unfortunately, as we predicted some sweeps last week, neither the Stanley Cup Finals or the NBA Finals have ended in sweeps, although we could see an end to the NBA Finals tonight as Game 5 is taking place starting at 8:30 p.m. Eastern tonight in Boston, Massachusetts, and tomorrow on Tuesday, June 18th, starting at 8 p.m., the Stanley Cup Finals Game 5 will start in Sunrise, Florida. So, next week we may have some things to talk about. Or I may imagine we'll have things to talk about regarding both the NBA and the NHL Finals. However, in terms of winning and perhaps injury reports, as guilty as I feel for being intrigued to read the injury reports from both the winning and the losing teams in finals, I do find it curious to see how different injuries have affected team composition, team play, and results of these finals and the playoffs in general. But yes, definitely touching on upon that next week. And I promised you all in episode 17 last week that I would give you all an update on the U.S. men's national team for cricket, since they did beat Pakistan in the T20 Cricket World Cup. I am here to let you know that the USA men's national team has advanced to the Super 8s round of the Cricket World Cup. And by advancing to the Super 8s round this year, it guarantees the U.S. will qualify for the 2026 T20 Cricket World Cup. And that event will be hosted by both Sri Lanka and India. So right now it's co-hosted by the US and the West Indies. But yes, that is actually the only reason the US men's team was able to participate in the Cricket World Cup this year, is because we were a co-host. They did not actually qualify. So their performance has been incredibly awesome to see. Incredibly unexpected, pleasant surprise. Congrats to everyone getting their big break and increasing the popularity of cricket in the US. But the next match for the men's team will actually be this Wednesday, June 19th against South Africa. So yes, there's our update on the cricket team that I promised you all last week. As I was very curious to see. We have Scott in chat saying Topps is releasing a British cricket set. Interesting. But alrighty, getting into talking new releases. So we had some fun releases last week, notably very popular Topps Series 2 Baseball. We also saw the release of Magic: The Gathering Modern Horizons 3 and Panini Donruss Optic Basketball. This week we have some more fun releases, not necessarily anything crazy baseball-wise, but for basketball fans, MCU fans, wrestling fans, soccer fans, and Yu-Gi-Oh fans. We got some releases for each of those properties or games that I just mentioned. On Wednesday, 6/19, unless there's any last-minute delays, we should be seeing the release of Upper Deck Marvel Black Panther Wakanda Forever, 2023 Panini Immaculate Collection WWE, and 2023-24 Topps Chrome Bundesliga Soccer. Then on Friday, 6/21, we should be seeing Panini Contenders Basketball for the 23-24 season, as well as a new Yu-Gi-Oh release, Yu-Gi-Oh! Battles of Legend Terminal Revenge, introducing some new Blue Eye supports to the TCG. Not sure if I'll be able to get my hands on a box of Terminal Revenge for next Monday's episode of Card Connection. I would like to open that on up, but we'll see. We'll see if I can find some Yu-Gi-Oh! Maybe perhaps find if I could track down a box of Wakanda Forever. Otherwise, I have a feeling those other three main products releasing this week are going to be out of budget. Immaculate Collection, that would be very tough to pull off. Maybe Bundesliga Soccer, if we're a little lucky, might be able to squeeze one of those into the budget for next week. Anything basketball or football is pretty much off the table, unless I can find some retail blasters. But yes, would be fun really to open any of those 5 products, see what they look like, and give our thoughts on them here together. But yes, for tonight, I do have a box of Topps Series 2 with some crazy new additions this year. Not only are you chasing our baseball rookies and baseball stars like we're used to, but also Victor Wembanyama is everywhere, and so is CJ Stroud, both of them having short print inserts and even some autographs inside of this product, making it a chase for football collectors, basketball collectors, multi-sport collectors. Definitely hard to get your hands on this product. Local store went through way more cases than I would have expected. I'm glad I bought this box a few days earlier than when I go shopping for Card Connection. Otherwise, I would not have been able to really have anything to show you all tonight, and that would not be any fun. But yes, let's go ahead and hop on into it. Do have one box here. Unfortunately, only got the one box. Was not able to secure a jumbo for you all. Here's my visual reference for Marvel Annual, pairing with DC Annual coming in the winter. But yes, excited for Series 2 Baseball. Now, these sealed boxes do come with a bonus silver pack. Chats, I will ask you all if you'd like me to start with the silver pack or end with the silver pack. So it is a bonus. You can find numbered parallels in there. It is a four card pack in the bonus, and you may also find an autograph. But hobby boxes do guarantee one autograph or relic, whereas jumbo boxes for this product have fewer packs per box, but more cards, and as well as a guarantee of 2 relics and 1 auto. We're seeing a start with the silver pack, start with the silver pack, end. It seems tied. I need a tiebreaker. Need a tiebreaker, chat. So yes, here's our little silver pack. Yes, we do have a perfect split right now in chat. I see we have more viewers than commenters, so I need someone to break here. All right, we have a vote to start. All right, so I have the high ground here with the tiebreaker, but thank you so much, everyone who's live tuning in, for participating in that, or just lurking. I appreciate you nonetheless, but we do have some color in here. It is an aqua, but the silver pack does contain, like, these Mojo chrome foils of the 35th anniversary base paper insert in the set. So if you're wondering, you pull one of those inserts and you're like, oh, but I've seen some chrome cards, but there's this in paper, like, what is what? So if you see the chrome ones, the base does have this Mojo pattern. These are out of the silver packs. If you would like to collect these without them being shiny, without them being a thicker stock, you just want normal paper cards, these do exist in a regular insert inside of Series 2. But Kyron Paris, Garrett Cole, Kyle Schwarber, and are you autographed? No. You are upside down. You have Max Scherzer, Aqua, Refractor here. That's number 37 of 199. I really do like the way the Mojo looks on the silver pack cards. I think I'm more of a fan of these than just the regular chrome, to be honest. But yes, would be absolutely incredible. Would probably be CGC Cards' best giveaway ever, and maybe even the history of CGC as a company, if we were to pull the Wembanyama CJ Stroud dual autograph here today and do a giveaway on that. That would be absolutely crazy. That would be crazy. Oh, man. All right, here we go. Chat, I want to see you vote whether you think we'll be finding... Sorry, I also keep elbowing the microphone. I'm not used to it being here. So close to me. Let me know if you think we're going to be finding a relic or an auto for our hits of the box. Alrighty, let's go ahead and hop on into it. I don't like the way this is glaring. I feel like it's kind of obnoxious. I'll just put it behind me. Here we go. Seeing a vote for an auto. I would love to find an auto. Auto's definitely a harder pull out of regular hobbies than relics. It does seem like about 75% of hobby boxes have relics, and then only about 25% have autos. We're starting off with a Heston Kjerstad 35th anniversary insert rookie card. See? Like I was saying. Silver pack cards, you can have them in paper. Regular pack pulls. We got 2 votes for finding an auto. Chat, I like your belief in me and belief in the box that I picked up. See if I had the lucky touch when I picked it out. Glad I did pick it out on the day I did, though. Like I said, this has been a very fast-moving product. Shoto Imanaga. Very nice. Rookies. Some of the rookies you want to be keeping an eye out for, giving extra care to. I would recommend sleeving up your Imanaga rookies, your Yamamotos, your Heston Kjerstads, Junior Caminero. There's some Sedan Rafaela insert rookies in here as well. And I feel like I'm forgetting a name, but we'll see as we go through. You can find Jackson Holiday short prints. Wyatt Langford is only available as a super short print card. So hard to find him. Now that we've checked out both a box of, well, I guess we're not done with this box, but hey, we did find an auto. Spencer Horwitz, rookie auto for the Blue Jays, unnumbered. Nice that we found an auto. I'm quite impressed. We found it quite early in the box. Now, I have opened several of these boxes myself. Well, I've opened them myself. I haven't opened them from myself. Usually the autos I feel like we're finding later into the box. I tend to always start with the same area. I feel like we're finding the auto in this top half. But nice. Shannon says the Jays called him up last week. Nice. Hopefully he's having a good start to the season. And you all are going to be so proud of me. Watch this. Look, I actually got top loaders this week, chat. Holy crap, who is this person and who's replaced Allie? This is a skinwalker. She actually has top loaders. Hashtag fake. Look at that. Look at that, we have a top loader! Spencer Horowitz. Rookie auto. Did I get groceries, though? Yes. Not everything, because I couldn't find everything, but yes. I have food and I have top loaders. Hashtag winning. Randy Johnson, 35th anniversary insert. Let's see if we can have a double hit box. Anyways, what was the train of thought that I lost? Oh, I was saying now that we've opened up a box of Series 1 and Series 2, then I got derailed by saying, well, you know, we haven't finished this box of Series 2 yet. But since we've seen this design a few times, we opened up the Series 1, of course, when it released here on Card Connection. Unfortunately, I was not able to get a guest scheduled to join us this week like last time, but what do you all think of this year's base design? I think it's quite different and refreshing from the past few years. I like how the team name has a glow to it. Zach Nito. 1881 out of 2024, gold parallel. The only thing I would change that I think would perhaps improve the set, in my opinion, is I wish the rookie logo, the RC logo, was in the same spot for each player. Because they do move around the card, and sometimes I miss whether or not something's a rookie, because I'm looking in the wrong spot for the RC logo. And then it throws off my piles that I sort out, even though I don't need to, but I like to. It's not even a real complaint, in my opinion, but just a thing that I would tweak, personally. Kirby Puckett, 35th anniversary. At the high ground says I like it. I feel like I've seen mostly positive reactions to it, especially now that we've had it out. Quality control does seem pretty good as well. I remember initial concerns that I had myself as well when Topps revealed this year's flagship design was the half the card being black. You know, the black fade into white. Can definitely reveal some rough edges and corners, but I think things look pretty good. Scott says, I wish the gold parallels actually look gold. That, yes, I agree with that as well. The number 2 X year cards, I have always wondered why they're considered gold parallels. I've been interacting with Topps flagship products on a personal level, I guess, since around 2019 or so, 2018, 2019. And I've always wondered why the golds are not actually gold instead of being bronze. The gold foils and jumbos are, of course, gold. But this will be interesting for grading. Dark top will show imperfections. Yeah, that is, I know, the primary complaint I saw when the design was first revealed. But I think in practice, it looks really good. And you can definitely still get some really high grades on these cards. Patrick Bailey, significant statistics inserts. I like the base designs a lot better. Do you have something backwards here? Jose Uriquity, 14 of 499. That is a green parallel. All right, so 2 numbered cards as well as an auto so far in this box. A couple rookies that I've sleeved on up. Around the horn insert, Austin Riley. Has anyone who's watching gotten to open up any Series 2? If so, I'm curious what your favorite pull was. We do have another gold parallel here. Tristan McKenzie is numbered 1663 out of 2024. Caminero rookie. All-Star insert, Hank Aaron. I will say, I do enjoy how Flagship will have classic players on inserts. I never did get to find any of the throwback cards in Bowman. But I do like how they are here in the inserts. I know I've seen some complaints from people like, why are you making like Babe Ruth in cards still the thing to chase in 2024 in some big sets? But I do like how this series, Flagship, does focus on current players and rookies, but also has some nice classic players that I feel like you always love to see in the inserts as well, to appeal to maybe more of a broad range of people than some other sets. But I think that is the power of Series 2. And Series 1 and Update Series. Garrett Stubbs should be a silver foil. Yep. All right, down to the last quarter of the box. If you're going to find a bonus hit, we got to see it soon. You know, or any sort of short print. Do feel as though short prints are harder to come by this year than in years past. Spots we do have covering the field parallel here, Juan Soto, that is an unnumbered blue. Insert parallel. All-Star insert, Austin Riley. I like this insert. The like topography ones with the airport. LAX here, Otani. In a hobby box, you get like one, maybe two of those. They're not super difficult to pull. Just in jumbos, you find more of them than you find in hobbies. All right, last two packs here. Covering the field insert, Luis Reyes. And our last chance for some magic in this box. We did pretty well finding an auto, beating the odds here. Aston Kierstad rookie, who in just about every single time that I've pulled him except for 2 or 3 packs is always followed by a Lyon Richardson rookie card. They come in pairs. Aston and Lyon there. Alrighty, let's see. Anything hiding in here? We do have something backwards. Yeah, Sean Bouchard silver foil. Okay, so another silver here to close out the box. As I throw all of my pack wrappers on the floor and make life more difficult for myself after we're done here. Let's go ahead and finish this box up, finish sleeving, and get into our recap. And I'm curious, chat, what was your favorite pull from the box? Fun to see an auto. But we do have some interesting inserts as well. We had a couple golds, 2 silver foils, a green parallel, an unnumbered blue insert, and some nice inserts as well. We had the Shota Imanaga rookie, Junior Caminero rookie, and the Heston Kjerstad true rookies. The Heston Kjerstad rookie insert, 35th anniversary. 2 gold, Zach Neto and Tristan McKenzie numbered to 2024. The green Uriquity numbered to 499. Garrett Stubbs and Sean Bouchard unnumbered, and the unnumbered blue insert parallel of Juan Soto. Hit of the box, we have the rookie auto, Spencer Horowitz for the Blue Jays. I will say, initially I thought this may be a blue parallel, but it is unnumbered. Just the blue background. Having opened a lot of boxes, but not actually seen too many Baseball Stars autos. Did throw me off a little bit, but very cool to see an auto. Rookie here. Spencer Horowitz just called up last week for the Blue Jays. Interesting, interesting. Then out of the silver pack, we did find a numbered parallel as well. So another numbered card in this box, Max Scherzer Aqua. Number 37 of 199. Scott says the Hank Aaron is my favorite. Yes, that classic All-Stars insert there. Hank Aaron. 2 of these All-Stars. We have the Austin Riley and Hank Aaron. 1 covering the failed, the Arias. Topography. Otani inserts. 2 around the horns. I will say this is not my favorite design. I like that they do kind of make the field, if you line some of them up, is a little bit busy in my opinion. I'm not super crazy about it, but I see what they were going for. I see what Topps was trying to do there. We have the significant stats inserts. And of course that classic 35th anniversary 1989 design here. Like the way that looks. We also had a fantasy favorites, and as expected, about 1 home run challenge card per box, whether hobby or jumbo. Wonder if I should just give away this code. Or if this will be a social media giveaway. Not sure. I don't think we will grade that and give that away, but I will leave it alone just in case. And our beautiful silver pack cards. Have that ground, says Rookie, always nice to have. I like that, I like that. Sometimes it's not always the hit, which is your favorite. You know, sometimes you'll just really be attached to an insert or a particular base card. The imagery, the player. A lot of things can go into making a card appeal to somebody. So I like that we had some variety in our answered. In chat. We also had a lot of rookies out of this hobby box. Always whenever a new flagship comes out, we're always looking for a couple of players, but I'm really curious to see down the road if we're going to have any emerging stars that everyone's going to be digging through their non-sleeve rookie pile here. Maybe everyone will be looking for a Jackson Rutledge in a couple months. You never know. So I like seeing a lot of rookies in a hobby box, and I think that's a good amount for the box. With that does wrap off our opening here. Never really hear me say this often, but I wish I had a jumbo box to show you guys a bit more of this set, but I was not able to get one of those. But now, the opening has finished, and it's time for my personal favorite segment of Card Connection, and that is the Community Spotlight. Always fun to open stuff, but I love seeing people excited about cards. And that is what the Community Spotlight's all about. Love seeing what people have to share. And did have 3 predetermined people this week, but I will keep being on the prowl, keep accepting your guys' messages to go ahead and share in the future. But up today, we do have this beautiful Cleffa from Mike at Elite4Mike on Instagram. Says, this Cleffa is so fun to look at. Getting a 10 just makes it that much more special. Beautiful art rare Cleffa from Obsidian Flames. The 3rd Scarlet and Violet release for the English TCG. That's the one with all the Charizard images plastered all over it because you can pull the Charizard EX in there. Obsidian Flames, Cleffa looks absolutely gorgeous. I'm a big fan of the art rares, illustration rares, however you wish to call them. And this one looks adorable in a Gem Mint 10. Thank you, Mike, for sharing. Appreciate you letting us show that off to everyone tonight. Then up next, we have some Star Wars. beautiful Star Wars Unlimited cards. Star Wars Unlimited is the new Star Wars TCG from Fantasy Flight Games. Set 2 should be releasing in early July, hoping to get my hands on a box of that to open with all of you. Definitely growing in popularity quite quickly, but some gorgeous hyperspace foils, a Gem Mint 10 on the Vader, and the Mint 9.5 on the Mace Windu. But here shared by Benjamin B at BenjaminB13 on Instagram, as here are 2 Star Wars Unlimited hyperspace foil cards that I pulled from sets myself. And I will say those have a very hard pull rate, as Benjamin mentions in his posts. So incredible pulls, and congrats on the grades, Benjamin. But other than the showcase cards, legendary hyperspace cards are the next hardest to pull, and these are really nice looking cards. And I do have to agree. Really cool looking cards. Really cool looking cards. But thank you so much, Benjamin, for sharing. I like the matching graded guards, I believe, on those. Look cool. Thank you for sharing. And speaking of Charizard, you have this photo here from at Johto Journeys. That is, yes, chat. You may want to zoom in. Actually, if you're watching the stream on mobile, you can actually zoom in on streams. That's an update that was released, I want to say a couple months ago. Kind of crazy that you can zoom in on streams, but yes, that is a first edition base set Charizard in a Gem Mint 10. Johto Journey says, it's been a while, but something incredible just happened. And I feel like I have more questions than answers with the text of this post, but congrats, Johto Journeys, on that incredible first edition Zard. Looking gorgeous. Gorgeous card. The Charizard classic right there. Congratulations on picking up or getting your own first ed Charizard graded with CGC cards. But very cool, very cool. Thank you so much for everyone, Johto Journeys, Benjamin B, and Eric for letting me, or not Eric, Mike. Yeah, Elite 4. I don't know why I was thinking Eric. Hold on. Right, let me just double check. Yeah, Mike at Elite 4. I think for some reason, I think the E in my brain autofills Eric, but no. 3 of the same 4 letters as Eric, but Mike here. Mike, Benjamin, and Johto Journeys for letting me share these images with everyone. Awesome cards. Congrats on your recent additions to your collection. And love seeing all the images on social media from Card Party. So if you haven't posted, if you have highlights to share, make sure you go ahead and tag CGC Cards from your time at Card Party. Looked like it was a blast. I wish I could have went. Perhaps Card Party 3, whenever that may be and wherever that will be. Perhaps I can go to that. But very cool. Very cool cards. Thank you, Evan, for sharing. And if you are watching and you've got questions, cards to share. I'm not wearing my glasses. Where's the button? Here it is. Suggestions, questions, or cards to share. You can reach out at cardconnection at cgccards.com, or you can message the CGC Cards social media account, or even myself. I try to go through my DMs about once a week. It's kind of a cesspool in there, but I wade through for you, my dear viewers, for things to share on the community spotlight. But with that, I think that does wrap things off. A bit of a quicker episode this week. I can't wait till we get more news from Upper Deck about DC cards. What they have announced so far seems very interesting. I am especially curious to see who the artist will be for DC Masterpieces. I wonder if it's going to be someone that does a lot of Marvel comic art, like we've seen for Marvel Masterpieces, or if they're going to get a DC comic artist to do DC Masterpiece. Anything with Skybox Metal slapped on the title is going to be insane. Skybox Metal Universe Batman. It's gonna be insane. Flair Ultra Spider-Man was insane. Flair Ultra Superman will be insane. There's a lot of Flair Ultras on the schedule for this year. We got Flair Ultra Wolverine. At the beginning of the year, we had Flair Ultra Midnight Suns come out. We got Flair Ultra Superman. To be fair, it's starting this winter. So we don't know. We just know what Upper Deck is cooking. We don't know when. We just know it's starting in the winter. They could be doing a video game winter kind of deal, where it's like January 2025, and like maybe only one of these will come out. But I like seeing the slate. I hope these don't all come out at once. That will be a lot for collectors to handle. Yeah, but I'm really looking forward to more information on that, so I'll keep my eyes peeled and I'll let you guys know when I find out any more updates. Just like I promised, I would update y'all on men's cricket. But with that, I think that wraps things on up for me this week. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in live. Those of you watching the replay, I appreciate you catching the stream. If you had fun with it, go ahead and hit the like button. And if you're not yet subscribed to the CGC Cards YouTube channel and you would like to learn more about CGC Cards, the cool stuff that comes through our grading rooms, and also on what the heck is a graded card, how do I look at anything? I mean, there's been some videos lately on why do you or do you not want to wear gloves when handling your trading cards, or how to evaluate corners. What I really need, and I'm looking forward to whenever there's an eventual video on centering, because I don't understand how centering is judged. So that is definitely a resource that would be helpful for me. But if any of that sounds interesting or helpful to you, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. But with that, I think that does it for me here today. I appreciate you all coming out, and I hope you all will join me next Monday for episode number 19. We're almost at the big 2-0. Crazy, crazy. This is my third week back. Glad to be here, and I hope that you all had fun. Keying is honestly some of the best I've seen on YouTube. I think it helps because it's like I'm in front of a black background. But yeah, the color key, chroma key looks good today. But thank you everyone for tuning in. I appreciate it. And I hope you all will join me in the next one. Bye-bye.